Hey everyone, it's Alyssa. I hope you all are doing well. I'm here to just give a few announcements for the week. Tomorrow night, Shannon, Billy, and Ray will be live streaming The Sims on Twitch at 7 p.m. and the link to that will be in the description below. Friday night, we're having a Jackbox game night at 7 p.m. on Discord. The link to that also in the description. Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Ray will be giving his weekly devotionals on Instagram Live. In this video, we will be having our weekly Meme-orama, an interview with Sarah Tori, and a message by Billy. Don't forget to join our Zoom call after this video, just for some discussion questions. Yeah, I hope to see you all there.
Welcome to Meme-orama.
Alright. Wait, everyone playing Quiplash when we see something involving Edward. I don't get it.
And it's like this is everybody's reaction.
I don't get this. What is that?
It's the crying laughing emoji, but it's really bloated. It's enhanced to stretch out towards you.
I understand it in theory. I mean, I get the intention is to be funny. I'm just waiting for it to happen.
Therapist. Your wife says you never buy her flowers. Is that true? Him? To be honest, I never knew she sold flowers.
Look at his face. That's a good dad joke. I'm a fan.
I like it too. I'm into the dad jokes.
His face matches the thing very well.
Yeah, definitely. When your phone is at 1%, he's the kid running. That's a really old one. I don't even remember when that meme started.
When you find out your normal daily lifestyle is called quarantine.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh,
I get it.
This is gonna take.
Oh, this is complicated.
Okay. Children yelling. McDonald's, McDonald's, McDonald's. We have food at home. So there's like these are like sides of the spectrum. McDonald's, McDonald's, McDonald's. Okay. Pulls into drive-through as children cheer. Orders a single black coffee and leaves.
Is that Nathaniel?
Says Nathaniel. There's Ricardo and Johan. Okay, so I'm guessing this is like where you land on like the spectrum in between all of them. So this is how they see me? Yeah, but I don't want to overanalyze this. Okay, pulls into the drive-thru as the children cheer, orders a single black coffee and leaves. Okay, they see Edward being that type of person.
I get it.
I get it too.
I don't know if it tickled my funny bone.
Yeah,
but
it's a bit complicated. But I see Vea's in here. I haven't seen her in a long time.
Yeah, Vea, where you at?
Last one. When you start dwelling on something that happened 5 years ago and you're still salty about it. Let go. Let go.
I get it. I respect it.
Let's press A to let go. All right. Why don't you start off taking two off?
The pyramid and the quiplash.
And the quiplash. I'm going to cross off when your phone is at 1%.
As funny as that kid's face is. No offense, kid.
Yeah. It's an oldie.
All right.
The dad joke, quarantine lifestyle, and the letting go.
I would say it's between this one and dad joke, but you know my dad gut is leaning towards the dad joke.
All right. What's your second favorite? What do you think would get
Probably
second?
salty.
Oh, salty about, yeah. Okay, so this would be third place.
Third, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Ray. I have to make a confession. Only 2 kids sent in memes this week, not 3. I sent in 2 memes, and you picked first and second
Which ones
place
were those?
for my memes.
Well, congratulations, Billy.
Dude, I'm so excited. Technicality, I can't win, so it is Abby. Abby. Congratulations. 5th winner of a gift card of your choice, so you can go ahead and just DM us what kind of gift card you want, and we'll get that to you probably this weekend, along with everyone else who's been waiting. Keep the memes coming, and you guys got to beat me next time.
Yeah, I want to send in memes. What the heck?
I can't send in my own memes. We'll probably get Edward to send in 2 memes as well. 6 o'clock next Tuesday. And come on, guys, we were gonna give you $10 for just 5 people sending in memes. It's okay. You guys don't want easy money. You guys don't want easy money.
High risk, high reward. More people, bigger prize.
Yeah, seriously.
More people.
Now it's to the interview with Sarah Tori.
officially welcome to this socially distant interview. We hope you're well. Our
Yeah.
first question, would you mind introducing yourself, telling us a little bit about you, what you do, and maybe how that has changed now that
Sure.
we're all stuck at home?
Hi. So my name's Sarah. If I've never met you before, if I have met you before, hi, miss you. So what do I do? My job is an athletic trainer, and I used to work with Delta employees doing injury prevention. But since all the craziness, they cut back my hours. So now I am waiting for more work to come. I'm like in between things. So it's been kind of nice to have a little bit slower pace. I think initially there was a lot of fear of like, what does this mean? What's going to happen? What's going to happen with my job? But I think I'm very thankful that I feel like in different seasons where I have been in between jobs, God's given me a lot of peace. And even now I feel a lot of peace that he's going to kind of take care of all this, and he's got it all, going to work out all the details. So I don't really have to worry too much about that.
Cool.
Is there more I should share?
You covered it.
We have a follow-up question to that. I mean, that's kind of like a part of it with like having this isolation and social distancing. Has there been any like new hobbies, old hobbies that you've picked up possibly during this time?
Yeah. So I feel like I've been going for a lot more walks with my dog. Come here, Coach. Let me see if I can show you. Sit. Okay. Well, he's not going to sit, but it's okay. You can see him. Oh, hey, he's gone. He's over it. So yeah, I've been going on a lot more walks with my dog, which is really nice, and my roommate. And along with that, I've also been doing more yoga, which is really, really great. So if any of the kids want to join, I'm going to be doing, and when I say kids, I mean junior high school, anybody who is interested, I'm going to be doing classes on Thursday nights. And it's by donation, but you don't have to give anything. You guys can just come and show up, and it'll be by Zoom. I'm going to be posting that on my personal Instagram. Yeah, and then I normally, for my quiet time with the Lord, I'll listen to a podcast called Daily Audio Podcast. So I'm still listening to that daily, but I think because of, being off of work and stuff and having more time, I feel like I've been able to take advantage of that and really get a little bit more into like prayer journaling, which has been really, really good for me and really helpful. And I feel like God has given us this gift of time, and like, what are we going to do with it, right? Like, how are you going to use this time, like, what are you going to do with it?
Wow, thanks for that, Sarah. And you're kind of leading us into our last question in a bit. You have been someone who's encouraged our kids for years, and you've seen them come and go, but you have pretty much been a consistent face here and there with the youth group, and we really appreciate that. Is there any specific way you'd like to encourage the youth watching tonight?
Can I share a verse?
Yes, you may.
Okay, cool. You guys have probably heard this, but I'm gonna say it again so that fresh on our brains. So this is from Ephesians 6:10. Finally, be strong in the Lord and his mighty powers. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take a stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, and against the powers of this dark world, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Therefore, put on the full armor of God so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground. After you having done everything to stand firm then, with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place, with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. In addition to this, take up the shield of faith, which you can extinguish all flaming arrows of the evil one. Take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. And pray on all occasions with all kinds of prayer requests. With this in mind, be alert and always keep on praying for the Lord's people. That has always been really encouraging to me, but I think right now is like such a good time for us to just like thinking through all of those pieces of armor and how we can like actually put those on by like getting into the word, praying, having this like shield of faith and this breastplate of righteousness, and all those like stand for really cool things within your own faith. So I think it'd be worth it to like look into that verse, maybe just take some time to spend time with with God with all of your extra time. I feel like a common trap, and I'm totally guilty of this too, is just to get busy with entertainment, like, right? Like get busy with like Instagram or Netflix or things that just like distract us and take us away from reality and like kind of step us away. So it's too easy to fall into those traps, right? So we have to be our own guide and like kind of get ourselves on track. And even now, when it feels like, well, I don't go outside, so why would I put on the armor of God? Like I don't have to, I'm not going anywhere. But I think it's still like now it's even more important, right? That we are arming ourselves with all of these different things.
Yeah, because the devil can be scheming anywhere.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking like all VBS, putting that on, singing the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a wonderful reminder, Sarah. We appreciate it so much. And any last words before we officially let you go?
Can I pray over the kids?
Yes, of course.
Okay, cool.
Yes, if you're watching, bow with us.
Yeah, I'm like picturing all your faces as I'm praying. So, dear Lord, thank you so much for each young adult that gathers at Bethany, and even under the like virtual umbrella of the youth group. I just pray special blessing on them. I pray that you would enter into their homes or their rooms or wherever they're watching this. I pray that you would just give them the helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, fit their feet with the shoes of peace. Pray that you would give them a shield of faith so they can extinguish those arrows. And I just pray that you would just arm them with the belt of truth. Lord, you are truth. And I pray that you would just redirect their path. And I pray that they would walk with you every step of the way. I pray that through all the uncertainty, you would just give them just a clear path and a peace that they don't understand. And I just pray you would watch over them, be with them, keep them safe, and all these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Sarah.
Well, miss you guys. Have a good night.
You too.
Miss you too. Thank you. Good night.
Bye, guys.
All right, just you and me.
And now a message from Billy. Thank you guys for watching the video up until this point. I'm sorry that it's a bit dark in here, but there's a lesson that I wanted to give, and I really wanted to expand on the topic of context. But I really don't have enough time to explain everything I would love to, so I'm actually going to be doing it in the Zoom call. So to give a brief summary of what I wanted to do, I wanted to give like an actual example from the Bible, and that was focusing on the parable Jesus gave on the Mountain of Olives, and that was the parable of the talents. And when we read that passage, what we actually draw from it when we take it by itself. It's a story where a master leaves his servant with a sum of money to really expand. And by the time he comes back, he expects there to be more money. And some servants actually doubled their money, but others didn't do anything with it. Whatever we usually draw from it is just that Jesus gives us talents, which is what he gave them, but that's actually the currency of that time. We need to use those talents to better God's kingdom. But really, there actually might be a deeper meaning to this entire story based off of the context, based off of what's being taught before and taught after, or even just what's blatantly being said, but we're just not really catching it. Not to say that using our talents is not a good thing. It definitely is, and I encourage you guys to use your talents to glorify God. But Jesus at the Mount of Olives actually gives a whole list of parables that if you only take one, we're only looking at like one stroke of this beautiful painting. And sure enough, we could take a lot from that one stroke, but we're also missing the forest from the trees. Like, there is something more to this that we could really be taking from. I would like to talk about what more of that context looks like in the Zoom call after, so probably right now just hop on, and I'd love to explain more. And I have some questions for you guys that hopefully will get you guys thinking more, and I want to encourage you guys to actually explore your own passages and explore your own context that you can find. There's one more thing that I want to bring up, and that is an event that we are planning. We're going to do another worship night, actually, like we've done the waffles and worship before, but we're going to have to do it over a live stream. You can look out for that event on Saturday, I believe the 15th? sorry, the 16th. So stay tuned for that. It'll be announced at church, and on top of that, we'll talk about it again next week. But yeah, we'd love to see you guys there, and for a night of worship and more discussion. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'd love to see you guys in the Zoom call after. And yeah, thanks for watching.
Do we do it? Is that it?
We don't need to do that.
Cool.
Hi, Do.
I'll be around. You're still recording.
Yep.